we doing
This is the TeamClearCoat podcast. We're two friends finally doing something about our obsession with cars.
We're probably not doing it well, but it should be fun, and we might actually learn something along the way. I'm Dave.
And I'm Ian, and this is our show.
Ian! Dave! I can't handle the emotional roller coaster that this week has been.
What? Why? What happened?
Well, automotive stuff.
Yes.
I'm Dave.
I'm Ian.
Team Clearcoat podcast. I just realized I really blend into the blanket fort walls in this shirt. It's almost like I have a green screen, just for beige, just for tapioca.
I've heard tell that would be the professional way to do this show.
How do you know we're not already green screening in blankets?
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly, Ian.
Yeah.
The highs, the lows. First off, R.I.P. Burt Reynolds.
Absolutely.
I mean, we have to talk about this.
Okay.
Smokey and the Bandit. Like, these are the movies that, like, I loved Burt Reynolds movies.
Yeah, they weren't like a seminal thing for me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they absolutely were for me. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm not matching your energy on Burt Reynolds.
Oh, but he was, I don't know, he was an icon, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. How good was he in Boogie Nights?
Well, that was honestly the first thing I remember.
Oh my God,
Like
you're way
being
too young. You
conscious
child.
of him in.
You child. You child. No, I want to.
I know I've seen Burt Reynolds movies before that, but I didn't really give much thought to it.
Okay.
Of
all right.
like him as a person.
You never saw Sharky's Machine?
I never did. No.
No. Okay.
I've seen Deliverance.
Oh yeah. I mean, you have to see Deliverance.
I saw
yeah.
Cannonball Run when I was really
Sure.
little.
It was probably like inappropriately young.
Probably, and I don't remember any of it.
Right. Right.
And I mean, I've seen Smokey and the Bandit, obviously, but
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sad. I'm bummed. We were walking around my office like this, like with our fingers over our upper lips. Yeah, sad mustaches, sad stashes,
morning mustaches.
Morning, yeah, MOU.
Mm-hmm.
Morning mustache. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was sad, man. You know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's a low. You know what else is a low?
What's that?
Actually, first I want to do a quick FMK Cars, in remembrance of the great Burt Reynolds.
Sounds great. FMK Cars is a game that we play on the show. It's based on the classic game of Fuck, Marry, Kill, except we play it with cars instead of people because we're nice. F means you drive it for a day. M means you marry it. It's your new daily driver. K means you crush it. It goes to the you kill it. It goes to the crusher immediately.
Nice, buddy. All right. So, Ian, in this FMK Cars, I'm going to give you 3 cars.
Okay.
First up, all right,
Mm-hmm.
in remembrance of Burt Reynolds,
Mm-hmm.
the black and gold 1977 Pontiac Trans Am.
Screaming chicken.
Screaming chicken.
I love it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Second car, all right.
I had a remote control one of those.
Oh, nice.
When I was a kid.
Right? How classic is that?
Yeah.
Right?
I used to tape a dinner tray to it and drive drinks out to the adults.
Nice. Nice. Enabling adult alcoholism.
Yeah, that's
From a
what
young
children are.
age.
That's why you have children.
To fetch you beers.
Yeah.
Has Nico brought you an adult beverage yet?
Of course he has.
Okay. All right.
I said he knows that some of the beer that I like has a lion and a bear on it.
Okay. All right.
And
Okay.
I said, hey, could you go get me one of those from the refrigerator? And he said, okay. And he brought me one promptly.
And you were like, all of the effort that was put forth into raising a child has now paid itself in dividends.
It's a really expensive way to not get up from the couch on occasion.
Yeah. Well done. How old were you when your father gave you your first sip of beer? That's like a classic growing up thing.
Probably like 5 or 6. I'm
really?
guessing.
Okay.
Somewhere in there, I think. I don't know. That sounds about right.
I remember being like 13 or 14 and my dad offering me a sip at
Uh-huh.
like some kind of barbecue, and I was like, no, thank you.
Well, because at that point, then if he's enjoying it, you're
Yeah.
13. You're like,
True. Yeah.
no.
Yep. You're going to hate all of the stuff that he's doing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
True. Right. Yeah. That's the pattern. Okay. That's your first FMK car.
Okay.
Second, Ian, I'm going to give you a. Let's see here. We need to go back, Ian. We need to copy the image. We need to open. Oh God, Ian, help.
What's
help
happening
me.
right now?
Second is a red 1977 Pontiac Trans Am. Ian.
Okay.
That's the second FMK cars.
Okay.
You want to know what the third one is?
Is it a white?
It's a white 1977.
It's a white 1977.
Just like our buddy
Pontiac
Johnny
Trans
has.
Am?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What are you gonna do, Ian? FMK?
I think I'm marrying the black and gold one.
Okay, that if you were picking the livery, that would be your favorite one.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Just because, I mean, not even so much for Smokey and the Bandit, just because I had one as a kid.
Sure.
I had
No,
the remote control car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then between the red and the white, I think I'm gonna crush the red.
Okay, all right. Just a little too much.
I don't think it looks that good.
Yeah. Not really the right car for red.
Right.
Yeah, but in white.
I think it looks better in white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look at this parking lot.
What
Look,
what do you do in that situation?
the same thing. The
Same one?
exact
All
same damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got like look at this parking lot. You got a Chrysler LeBaron. You got an Oldsmobile something. You got like a Pontiac Grand Am. Yeah, and here you have the Screaming Chicken on the Pontiac Trans Am. Fantastic,
I like that one.
Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were talking about a low.
Yeah.
There is something that happened this week.
Yes.
And
We need to talk about.
that was a high. Can I offset that low with a different high? One that you're not prepared for?
Okay, sure.
An auto executive got high this week.
Oh God, yeah. We need to talk about this, and you need to read your tweet because that is legit one of the funniest things I've ever read.
I don't remember what I said. Was it on ours?
Yeah, the one that you wrote about the CEO of
About Elon Musk. So Elon Musk went on the Joe Rogan podcast. I don't think you don't need to pay attention to other podcasts, just ours.
Right.
Oh yeah. Actually, this ties in directly to my FMK cars.
Okay.
So everything that needs to be said about Elon Musk smoking weed on the Joe Rogan show has already been said.
Yes.
I think we're both firmly in the camp of who gives a shit, but also it shouldn't be a double standard for him and his employees.
Right.
And all of that.
Right. Yeah.
And all of that. But my tweet was, breaking. In an effort to show GM is at the forefront of the automotive industry, Mary Barra has appeared to appear on CBS this morning, drinking an entire bottle of Robitussin.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, because whatever Tesla does, everyone else has to try to do.
Right.
They're They're doing self-driving cars. Oh, we gotta do self-driving cars.
Right. We're going on a podcast and getting effed up.
Yeah, GM's gonna do that for sure.
Yeah.
Which brings me to an FMK car.
Okay.
And this one is called. It's like, what are rivets anyway?
Oh no. Okay.
Cars with an impaired executive catch. You are the driver of these cars.
Okay.
But the famous automaker CEO is your passenger and is fucked up.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So the first one, you're going to get a Tesla Model S P100D.
Okay.
The full bananas.
Yeah. All right.
And Elon Musk is high on jazz cigarettes.
Oh boy. Okay. We have a stoned Elon. Okay.
You're going to be talking about AI.
Yep.
And he's going to show you the Easter eggs.
Yep.
He's going to keep touching the screen.
Yeah, he is. Okay.
All of that. So everywhere you go, stoned Elon Musk is with you.
All right. Okay.
All right. The second one, you get a Koenigsegg.
Oh, I get Christian with me?
Agera R.
Okay.
AGE.
Oh, I know how to spell Agera R, Ian. Yeah, Christian von Koenigsegg is my hero.
I know.
He is the one human that I look up to.
Unfortunately, he's going to be on mushrooms.
Oh, okay. All right. But I am I should say the one human auto executive that I look up to.
Mm-hmm.
Ian.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I love Christian von Koenigsegg so much. Did you ever see his his theory of gravity?
Yes.
Yeah, like he's a smart dude.
He's
like
a very smart dude.
yeah.
He's an
Yeah.
extremely smart dude.
Yeah, and he doesn't just like go on a podcast and smoke a blunt. Like he
does.
He just wears V-necks and is like bald.
He does cult of personality properly.
Yeah.
He has a family crest, and he works out of a abandoned military
Fighter
base
jet.
in a bunker.
Yeah.
Properly.
Yeah. No, like a boss.
Yeah, and I don't think he has a Twitter account. All right, and then the last one.
Okay.
Like, I have a Twitter account.
Right.
If you're the CEO of anything, you should not
Don't
have a Twitter account.
Yeah.
All right, so the last one is a Corvette ZR1.
Okay.
Like the new one, like the new crazy
Yeah.
one. Bob Lutz has had
Oh,
way too much cough
shit.
syrup.
Okay. All right. Because I like Bob Lutz.
Uh-huh.
That's 2009.
Whatever.
Yeah. Sure.
You get the idea.
Sure.
Yeah, the
Like
2019.
the crazy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. On Chevrolet.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's .com. Here we go. Oh no, that's a UT. Here, we'll look at the image. Okay. Okay. So my favorite thing about Bob Lutz. What's your favorite thing about Bob Lutz? I have a favorite thing about Bob Lutz.
I don't. I am in the camp of Bob Lutz is a little overrated as far as like
Business acumen.
No, not business acumen. His business acumen is fine. It's more that like his crotchety
Okay.
the kids these days sort of thing is a little not helpful
Okay.
sometimes. But what's your favorite thing about him?
My favorite thing is when he talked about making the CTSV wagon. He said, I was looking for the quote, but I can't find it. He said to a reporter, it's going to be available. You can get in line to get it right behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true. That was his baby.
Right. Yeah.
The CTSV wagon. Also his baby though is the rescue of Fisker. So
True.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah. So there's good dog fooding and bad dog fooding.
Yeah.
This is the equivalent of like every Microsoft employee that you saw in like the early 2000s and like mid 2000s had to have a Windows mobile phone.
Right.
Remember
Right,
that?
yeah.
And so like they got the first like Surfaces and stuff, but they had to have a Windows mobile phone. CTSV. Fisker.
Yep.
There's a right and wrong way to dog food. Yeah. So I'm going to F the Corvette with Robitused out Bob Lutz.
Okay.
I think that would be really enjoyable.
All right.
I'm going to kill the Tesla with a stoned Elon
Okay.
and watch those lithium-ion battery packs burn. And then I am marrying Christian von Koenigsegg on mushrooms in an Agera R.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Should I kill that one so that I don't take Christian von Koenigsegg away from the world? I just let him do what he's doing and I don't bother him. The best.
You might be way overthinking this.
If I ever had a chance to meet Christian von Koenigsegg, I would think, I don't want you to spin your brain meat cycles on me. I want you thinking about more supercars.
Right.
Yeah. I just take comfort living in a world where I know he's still making crazy cars, you know? Yeah.
Well, and the other thing too is like, being in 2018, like knowing things about the people you admire is very perilous.
Yeah.
And
you kind of
I want to know
Yep.
even less about them than I already do.
Yep. Yeah, right? Yeah. It's like, why do you think my favorite F1 driver's Kimi?
Because he doesn't say anything.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything. And all the things you hear, it's like, he's like, shut up, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Let me drive.
Yes.
What
No.
were you doing? I was pooping.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Right? You're right. Yeah. These days, the less you know. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I don't know. Like whenever you think about like a celebrity you like, there's always that like arm's length, like, oh God, I hope they don't do something terrible in their free time.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
I think you've chosen correct. I would marry the Koenigsegg.
Okay, with a Christian on shrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, a shroom and Koenigsegg.
Yeah. And then for a day I would drive Elon around.
You would? Okay.
Try to talk some sense into him.
Okay. All right. Why did you have Azealia Banks locked in your house? Also, Azealia Banks is a crazy person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, so is Grimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so is Elon Musk.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Go figure. Yeah. The blue plate special of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Elon going on Joe Rogan. Like, just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Just please just keep making rockets and cars. Please.
Right.
Yeah.
And don't talk to anyone
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. Please just do that. I thought you said this was a good thing, Ian.
Hi.
you
Did you
did-
see what I did? Hi.
There you go.
You just caught up with that?
Hey, yeah, everybody. We need to be able to like digitize in some like vape smoke.
Yeah, and then
Hey.
raise one eyebrow.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
a super villain.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, let's stop talking about the lows for a minute, Ian.
Okay.
We need to talk about some good things
Mhm.
because the Goodwood Festival of Speed.
Yes.
Okay, so it is an entire mountain of good stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? And at the top of that mountain, at the peak, we have this. We're going to play this. Hang on one second.
This is off their YouTube channel,
Yeah,
which if you're not subscribing to, you should be.
You absolutely should. Oh, God, where is it? Where is it, Ian? Did I lose it? Here it is. Here it is. I got it. Okay. All right. Okay, let's watch this. All right. I have it muted.
Young ladies as well, as you say. So into it and pedaling away
So-
to number 12 car. Stanley.
I'm gonna mute this. So it's a bunch of kids doing a Le Mans start to pedal cars. So they ran across the paddock, they got in their pedal cars, and they started motoring away. And this little guy came ripping off the front.
It's the best. He definitely got the whole shot.
Yeah,
But then
yeah, yeah,
he gets caught
yep.
going through the chicane. It's the best. Just the whole idea of that is just
Right,
like surrounded by people who are like super excited to see it,
right,
and by cars that they all love, and they're all in period correct costumes.
right.
It's adorable
It is adorable.
and just the best thing ever.
Right? You can't watch this and be sad,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, this is what the world needs right now, Ian.
Yeah.
The little kids go. The cameraman's running behind them. Yeah, this is fantastic. Oh man, it's adorable.
It's the best. And for real, the revival was this week. So their YouTube channel is just awash with amazing racing, not
Okay.
just kids and pedal cars. So like they post a lot of clips from the races. So they do like these sprint races that are like 45 minutes long or whatever.
Okay.
And it's people like taking their millions and millions of dollars
Right.
worth of
Yeah.
of
Ferrari bread vans and such.
all sorts of crazy stuff, like sideways, and there's body contact.
Yeah.
One guy like folded the front of his like super valuable Jaguar E-type race car in on the back of a Cobra this year.
Dear God.
It's just so great. It's so fantastic.
It is.
Like if there's one automotive thing that I could go to for the rest of my
Yes.
life, it would be that.
Yep. Yeah, that's bucket list for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Have to do it. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. I want you out there in tweed boxer briefs,
Yeah.
tweed
I mean,
pants.
I'm preparing on that front already. So
I want your leather elbow patches to have tiny tweed insets and then tiny little leather elbow patches on those tweed insets.
elbow patches on elbow patches, son.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I commission that at a tailor?
I don't know. I don't know. Can I have just ever smaller elbow patches?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's delightful. Everything about that YouTube channel is delightful.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
And it really gives you hope that the world is okay.
Yes, that's exactly it.
But
Yeah.
then
But then, Yeah, some shit happened in Moto GP.
Yeah, I think it was Moto 2, the feeder series.
Yeah, we're going to watch this. Moto 2. Okay. All right. Here we go. Watch this, everybody. So 2 racers. All right.
Doing about 180.
Yeah. Yeah, very fast. For the love of God, one racer reaches out and actually taps the brake lever on the other racer. And then he looks at that racer that he just tried to murder, and he looks at him like, what the fuck, bro?
Well, the other thing, too, is like, that's what he's comfortable doing when he knows he's on camera.
Right, right. Yeah, do you think no one's watching you?
Yeah.
Do you not think that there's a million cameras pointed at you right now?
Like, what would happen if he had locked the wheel?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, so this is one thing that I wanted to talk about because I think racing mentality is a little bit fraught, right? Like,
Right.
and
we should say that he has since, if you haven't caught up with the news on that.
Yeah, let's talk about
so
that.
So he initially got a 2-race ban by the stewards, but then his team dropped him.
Romero Finati.
And so he got dropped by his team, and then the head of Mogo, God, I can never say that name. Anyway,
Moto Guzzi?
Yeah.
That's the
I don't remember.
That's the manufacturer?
Yeah, the manufacturer basically has said, like, we're not having him back.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we don't want him.
Right.
So he's pretty much done right now. And Chris Harris brought up a good point on Twitter saying, like, I hope he gets help.
Right.
You know, because a lot of the comments were basically, you know, that's attempted murder.
Right.
I hope he gets a lifetime ban. But really, that's like lack of impulse control.
Yeah, that's a sign
Like-
that there's some greater issues.
Yeah, like if a 6-year-old did that,
Right.
you'd be concerned.
Right. You're exactly right. Yeah. You would need to intervene
Right.
on that behavior.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think this is one thing that really intimidates me about racing is that I know that there are people that are just wired with this, I must pass you at any and all cost.
Right.
Like chip. And I straight up do not have it.
Yeah.
I don't. Right. And I think that there's like degrees of that. Right.
Yeah, I would agree
and
with that.
and what we just saw is like an absolute complete abandonment of any reason as to the consequences of your actions around wanting to win a motorcycle race.
But see, I think that's a mistake. I think that's a category error. I think what we just saw is like lack of impulse control.
Okay.
And really, if you think about it, being a good racer is all about having impulse control.
Absolutely.
Like taking, you know, think about in F1 or in endurance racing or whatever, when you have to manage something, when you have to manage tires, you have to manage fuel. That's all about controlling your impulse to go as fast as you know you can go.
Sure. I just think that there is a spectrum of personalities that are more drawn to aggressive racing than not, right? Like there's certain personality traits that lend themselves more towards racing motorcycles than not, right? And I feel intimidated because I don't feel wired in that same kind of way, even in a positive aspect, right? In the like the tools in the toolbox that would be necessary in order for me to be a successful racer, right? I feel like I have impulse control because I don't try to murder you when we're on a go-kart track, you know?
I appreciate that.
And you don't try to murder me. You have impulse control as well.
Maybe I'm just really bad at it.
Maybe you are. No, but I think when it comes to racing, like I think you have a little bit less fear than I do, and you're a little bit more aggressive than I am.
A little bit, but not much.
In a good way. None of this is a slight or anything like that. I just feel like that what we just saw is the peak of a lack of the rounding out of the personality elements that it takes, like the impulse control to be a good, successful racer. And I don't feel like I am walking amongst my people when I am racing. I feel a little bit like the odd man out.
But that's what I mean. That's what I mean. I don't think that that is an example of anything on the spectrum of what it takes to be a race car driver at all.
No. I'm just saying like that when like that. I don't know that. Like,
I know what you're saying. Like you're saying that you feel like you're too cautious, basically, or
I'm too concerned about not being an asshole.
Oh,
yeah. Like for real, like that is it. And like when I was writing down my ideas for the show tonight, I have this written down. Dave talking to Ian about not being an asshole during a kart race.
Right.
So I want to talk to you about that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also concerned about not being an asshole. I think maybe my metric. I think I also kind of grade on a curve, right? So
right.
When we do the Thursday night races,
yes,
this is a good.
Yeah,
this is a good way to do it.
I want to talk about that, and I want to get into some of this.
So
see if I can pull up paint.
My metric for when we do the league races, basically.
Yeah, race for position instead of race for time.
Yeah. My curve for what is in that room gonna be acceptable behavior is a lot different than when we show up and we're racing with a bunch of randos, and it's a whole lot different than when you're at a track day,
right,
or when we're at a chump car. Like
Absolutely.
all of those are different rooms, and you have to figure out what the rules are for that room.
Absolutely.
So I don't think that being aggressive on the kart track, like after the kart race this last time, I think a bunch of people were standing around and kind of like shit talking people who were assholes.
Okay.
For whatever reason.
Sure, that typically happens. Yeah.
And people don't appreciate it.
Right.
So I think it's just figuring out what the rules are and not like the rules for the race.
Right.
Like that the stewards or whoever are going to be imposing. It's like your fellow racers. Like what's the code of conduct that's acceptable?
Code of conduct. There you go. Yeah.
And I think in those sorts of races, a little tap or not moving off of your line is expected.
Right.
That's what you should do.
Right. So
you would almost be more of an asshole to not do those things, because then you're unpredictable.
Right.
And that's really hard when you're racing.
Right.
Is when someone's acting unpredictably.
Yeah. So I want to run you through a scenario that I find myself in often on the kart track. Okay. So I'm going to use some hand motions here, right? So I'm going to try to do this on the podcast. All right. So let's say like we have me, all right? We have me here
ahead
and another racer. Okay, ahead of me.
Okay.
And we're coming into I'll use fist to say vertical space here.
Okay.
We're coming into I'm behind. We're coming into a turn. Right? I have managed to get my front wheel past like the back of their cart, past their back tire. Okay? And they're out on the racing line, right? Going to turn in. But if I am there, right?
Yeah.
They can't hit that apex because I'm there. My wheel, I've gotten to the point where I have caught them. Okay? Now my normal move is to back off and find another time to pass. Windows, I don't care about your defender summary. And to find another time to pass. Right? Because obviously I'm not dive bombing, right? Because I'm not just...
You've caught them before turn-in?
I've caught them well before turn-in.
That's your corner.
But, okay, see, this is what I want to talk about. But, yeah, so I've caught them, and the carts are going roughly the same speed.
They see you?
I assume, yeah. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
If they see you...
And then, so they would be turning into me if they did not see me.
Right. If you caught them, here's what if you caught them between turn-in and apex,
yes,
that's a dive bomb.
Right. If I've caught them before the turn-in even starts,
then you have every right to take that line.
Okay.
I would say.
Okay. And so right there, if somebody starts to turn in on me.
Yeah, if you're alongside.
Yeah.
And they see you, I would say, yeah.
Okay.
Keep your foot in it. Keep going. Especially in those underpowered carts.
Okay.
You gotta you got to keep your foot into it.
So, right. So, and I think that this is one reason that I just don't do well in the races is because I find myself in that position every single race, and I back off and I wait for another chance to like pass, you know,
Right.
a clean pass.
I do kind of the same thing. I
Right.
have a hard time with that sometimes too in traffic. It's tough.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to ruin someone's race. You
Right,
don't want to
exactly.
spin someone or whatever.
Right.
But at the same time, if
You've
someone's-
caught them.
yeah, if
You've caught them.
if you've caught them
Right.
and you're on the inside and you're
Right.
alongside before
Right,
they start turning in,
Yeah.
that is your line.
I'm not hitting them. I'm not pushing them off the track.
No,
Right.
no. I
Yeah.
mean, I would probably also do a slight,
A slight move over.
on exit.
On exit, yes, definitely. Yeah.
Because you're compromised going in at a shallower angle.
Yes,
usually
absolutely.
in this scenario that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, you run your line.
Okay. I think that one thing that may help me is if we go out and do a rental session and we take turns in from like the midpoint of the track,
Oh,
right?
okay.
As if we would need to make passes in those times.
Okay.
Because the braking and lines are quite a bit different. When
They
they're
are.
that
It's
shallow.
tough, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that
Okay.
sounds fun.
Okay.
We should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no, I don't think the same rules don't apply when you're with randos.
Right.
At,
Right.
Like
Absolutely.
arrive and drive sessions
Right,
because
right.
who knows what they're going to do, and that goes back
exactly.
to unpredictability.
Yep.
And I think a lot of times too, you can kind of figure out what someone's going to do if you're behind them for a couple of laps. Or,
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Remember when we were at the indoor rental track and there was the guy that did not understand that the first lap was half speed?
Oh my God.
And he passed you, right?
Yeah, he hit me.
Yeah, he hit you and passed you, and then he hit me a few times from behind, and I wouldn't let him pass.
Mm-hmm.
And then the green dropped, and I was like, well, goodbye.
Yeah.
And I never saw him again until I fucking lapped him, right?
Yeah.
It was just
And he was a nightmare to pass. Too.
yeah.
He was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because he was just all over the place and totally unpredictable. It was what we talked about. The analogy I used was that like it's really hard to beat a complete novice at chess.
Exactly, because they're just cuckoo bananas.
Like, where did you get checkers?
Right?
Is that a banana?
Right? Yeah. You put a Magic the Gathering card on the board. You don't get to tap for 2 mana. I played Magic the Gathering in high school.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
right?
I think read the room, but
Okay.
the scenario
The
you're
scenario I'm
describing,
describing. Okay.
that's not even like a close call.
okay.
Unless you're like behind their rear wheel and there's no way they see you, sort of thing.
Right. But like they know I'm on them, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we watch behind us. I think a lot of people in that Thursday night league do a great job about watching behind them
Yeah.
because we're all getting past.
Well, yeah, because all the carts are super slow, and
Right.
that's what you're doing.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, you
Okay.
should definitely do that. Just
Okay.
if you just stick to your line,
Yeah.
because they probably, when you do that more times than not, they're not hitting the apex anyway because they know you're there.
Right.
And they're leaving you room.
Right. Okay, so let's say we're doing that, right? And
Uh-huh.
we're still on the straightaway and they start to try to edge me out. They start to try to turn into me.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Take more curb. Keep your
Okay.
foot in it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just hold it. Okay.
Yeah, just hold it. I mean,
Okay.
if you hit side to side, like
Yeah.
no one's going anywhere.
Okay. Yeah.
You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
And if their back tire hits my front tire, they're going to spin.
Right. They'll
Yeah.
pit maneuver
Yeah,
themselves.
themselves. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a question mark of whether or not they see you, then maybe back off. I don't know. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, and I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it on like it's a quick 1-2 turn and it's difficult to tell.
Well, you're talking about like the hairpin.
like the hairpin or something coming out of the long straight.
Yeah.
So
what I like to do is take it, if I can get on the inside, take it
Yeah.
deep into the corner, and it makes everyone's corner slower.
Right.
But that's the best way to do it. If you know you're going to be passing on the inside like that,
Yeah.
make the braking zone a little bit longer
Okay.
and get alongside of them and slow you and until you are both slowing down and then do your turn in. So
Okay.
turn in a little later and you're going to have a worse line.
Right.
And if there's somebody behind you, then you might be compromised
Right.
on exit.
On the exit because you're slower out.
But if you're confident you're faster than that person, that's a good
Yeah.
safe way to do it.
Okay.
You just get alongside and make sure they see you and then
Right.
you back your both of you down.
Okay. Because I've caught them.
Right.
Right. And
So you're faster.
yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah. There's been people that have had half-second slower lap times than me that have beat me in the race.
Oh yeah,
Right?
that happens to me too.
Right. Just because I wasn't able to pass him. Like I was pulling 17 ones and the guy in front of me was pulling to 17 sixes.
Yeah.
Right. I'm catching him in places every lap.
Yeah.
Right?
My problem in traffic is that I assume the worst case scenario for
Okay.
anything that's happening in front of me.
Sure.
So I just assume it's always going to be a crash
Right.
in front of me.
Right.
And sometimes I'm right
Right.
and
right.
it saves my ass.
Right.
But a lot of times I just I'm losing time.
Yes. Especially on the first one or two laps of the race. When it's bunched up, sure, right? It's always like we're going to back off and we're going to see how this shit pans out.
Right.
Right? And there's been times when we've gained 5 places because there's been carnage and we were patient going into the turn.
Yeah, you had a cart length behind and you
Right.
had time to get around stuff.
Right, exactly. And then so those first two races and then so there's the traffic of the first lap for hairpins and stuff where it's just going to be messed up. But then there's the second lap when it's thinned out and people are taking those corners at speed for the first time.
Yeah, on cold tires.
yeah, exactly. And that's another time to be patient like that. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just so concerned about being an asshole that I'm just not aggressive like that. It's not in my wiring to just think that's mine. It's I gotta check with some people to see how this is going.
You're fine. Just keep going. You're doing great.
Okay. All right. I do want to do a couple practice sessions taking laps at half, halfway into the track.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Okay.
We should do that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So what's next? What else we got?
Well, I think we need to talk about I have an FMK cars for you for this low, for the Moto GP and racing low.
Okay.
This is bad stuff, Ian. This is bad stuff.
Bad stuff.
What we saw was bad behavior.
Correct.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Bad behavior. I'm going to give you bad cars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
First car, FMK, Buick Encore.
You hate this car so
I hate
much.
that. I hate this car so much. The Buick Egg car.
Have you ever driven one?
No.
Neither have I.
The radio.
Mm-hmm.
It only plays Slayer.
Come on.
It only play. This is bad, Ian.
All right.
I didn't say this was going to be good.
Okay. You didn't. You explicitly said otherwise, actually.
Second car,
Uh-huh.
Pontiac
Uh-huh.
Aztec.
Wait, why am I getting punished for someone else's psychopathy?
These are just bad cars, Ian.
Okay.
Okay? All right?
All right.
You know what is on the stereo?
Hmm.
Nothing but Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ian, lastly, do you know what I'm giving you, buddy? I'm giving you a 1985 Plymouth Acclaim. I don't know how to spell anything.
Okay.
Look at that glorious bastard.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what's on the radio, Ian?
I can only imagine. What?
Zydeco music. You're welcome.
Does it come with unlimited Popeyes at least?
It does. It does. Popeyes biscuits. No, it doesn't. This is bad stuff. Popeyes biscuits are amazing.
I was about to get excited.
Yeah.
I'd eat the shit out of some Popeyes right now, actually.
Right?
All right. I know what I'm marrying. All right, I got it.
Okay. What are you doing,
I'm
buddy?
crushing the Pontiac Aztec
And
with
Billy Ray Cyrus. You're
I'm
gonna.
actually interested in driving an Aztec one day.
Yeah, me too.
And I am not interested in ever hearing Billy Ray Cyrus again.
No.
So-
You're gonna achy breaky that car.
No.
Uh-huh.
No.
Okay. All right. So then that leaves a Buick and Slayer or Plymouth and Zydeco.
So here's what I'm going to do. I don't really particularly enjoy Slayer.
Okay.
However,
Zydeco.
I am going to marry the Buick Encore.
Okay. All right.
And here's what I'm going to do as retribution for you doing this to me.
Okay.
Every morning,
Uh-huh.
I am going to load up Nico and Gus.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to come over to your house.
Oh boy.
I'm going to let all the air out of your tires.
I'm locking the door.
All 6, because it's going to be your car tires and the bicycle tires. And I'm going to be your ride to work, and I'm going to make you ride in that car.
In the Buick egg car.
I'm going to have noise-canceling headphones on. And that's what I'm going to do. That's going to be my morning commute every morning.
The punished punishes the Punisher.
And then for a day, I will eat Popeyes in that Plymouth Acclaim.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just get that steering wheel greasy as hell. It's already vague as shit anyway. Some biscuit grease is not
might
going to
as well
hinder
make
that.
it slippery, too.
Yeah, not going to hinder that one bit. How's the handling of this car? Greasy. Greasy, Bob. It's greasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little fatty.
Little fatty. Yeah. 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 So there you go.
Gross.
If you had that, you should donk it. I think we need to donk all the mid-'80s crap cars.
All the K cars?
Yeah, all the
Donk
K
the
cars.
K cars?
Donk the K cars. Yeah. D to
Yeah.
K.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or Safari the K cars.
There you go. Yeah, just ladders on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There you go.
Mutter tires on
Yes,
That'd be awesome.
absolutely.
What do we have next? We have listener voicemail.
We do.
It says
Yeah.
in front of me
Yeah.
at this thing I'm looking at.
Okay, let's play listener voicemail. This is let's see here. I don't know who this is from. I didn't look at the phone number. All right, here we go.
I got a
Ike.
pickup truck, not a pickup truck, a tow truck with a dad joke on it, and I thought y'all would appreciate it. It says, "We don't want your arm or leg. We just want your toes." Get it? Toes? T-O-W-S? Yeah. Shout out to Quality Towing for the dad joke. All right. Love you guys. All right.
Thank you, Ike.
I also like how Ike is just like, all right, I got this thing here.
Yep, that's right. Oh, God. Cancel download. Okay, all right. Cancel download. Ian.
Yes.
Yeah. Dad jokes on tow trucks.
I guess continue to send us those. Ike. I mean,
Are you pro or con?
I'm pro dad jokes.
Yeah, you're very pro.
I'm pro when they're good. There are a couple of like gas stations and like liquor stores that have the clever
Yeah.
marquees
Uh-huh.
from time to time.
Yeah.
And they're fine.
Okay.
I don't mind them.
Okay.
If you're gonna have information, you might as well make it interesting.
Right.
Sure. Yes. I guess.
I'm
very non-committal tonight.
Oh, yeah, you are.
About
Yeah,
everything.
What's going on? You doing okay?
Yeah.
What's
I don't know.
happening? Yeah?
Just
Yeah? The ups and downs. Are you just exhausted from like the highs and lows of the automotive industry and what you've been seeing lately, Ian? Do you have polar fatigue?
I might have polar fatigue.
Yeah?
That's
Yeah.
a good way to put it. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Right?
I feel like I'm still recovering from my quote vacation.
Okay. All right.
Children
And a Dodge Journey.
and a Dodge Journey.
Any car is a rally car if you're brave enough.
It's true.
Yeah.
You have the right mindset.
With the right mindset. Yeah.
Any car is a rally car.
That's right. That's right.
I'm getting that tattooed on me
Yeah.
tomorrow.
As you should. Yep. With Burt Reynolds' face. All right, then we have a listener, My Eyes, from our buddy Paul. He saw a Chevy HHR and he was not happy about it. And I know our buddy Henry is not going to be happy about this. So it's the HHR panel van with some airbrush stuff on the side and a custom grill. And
a custom grill by Weber, I believe.
yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Right?
Shut it down.
It's
as good as it's gonna
going
get,
out
so.
on a high-ish note. Yeah, look at that antenna placement on the HHR. It's the Mitsubishi Lancer backup camera antenna placement
Right.
school.
Right.
Where should we? Right in the goddamn
Already
middle.
done.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Not sitting through another fucking meeting.
right.
I'm just gonna do it.
That's how it went in the boardroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this person that did this antenna
Uh-huh.
has that bullshit like motivational thing up that says, "Don't ask for direction, make direction."
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those probably up in the halls of GM. I can imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah, just next to some Six Sigma black belt certificates.
Ugh.
Yeah.
The worst.
Yeah. So, what give me your thoughts on this, Ian. I'm going to be honest.
Uh-huh.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. I can't muster hate for it.
Sorry, Henry. I know our buddy Henry doesn't like these.
I mean,
Oh, did you see the side exhaust? It has side exhaust.
do we think those are functional?
They look like they are. They look like they have burned some people's shins,
They
and
kind
that those
of look functional.
and that there is some charred skin left on those.
All right.
I'm not down with the side exhaust.
I don't like the HHR as a car.
Right, right.
However,
If you're gonna have one,
if you're going to have one, you might as well do something fun with it.
right.
And anything that you put side exhausts on, this is a rule
Right.
of like nature, is automatically cool. And I think it even works here. It would work better if that grill was different,
Right, right.
but
Yeah.
I'm willing to overlook it
I don't
for the
know.
side pipes.
I think to top it
And
all
it's a
off,
single side pipe too, isn't it?
I
Is it-
think
don't the
so.
other
I don't
side-
think the other side. Yeah, let's look.
Oh,
Nope.
it does.
Dual side pipes. Yep.
I mean, that's just awesome.
They themselves have made their car into a hazard. Yeah. I don't know. I feel weird about this, Ian.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I know this car gets a lot of hate. Yeah, I don't know.
The thing about the HHR that's perplexing to me is that, like, it came out at a time where GM was like, oh, man, Chrysler's getting an awful lot of press for that PT Cruiser.
Right.
And, like, didn't notice that it was bad press. They had someone,
right.
like, in the trends department, sub-department of marketing,
Right.
looking at the number of, like, hits on Yahoo News or whatever.
Right. Yeah. What the returns of web crawler searches.
Yes, exactly. For, like, what was hot.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they were like, hey, look at this thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they were like, oh, wow.
Right.
Let's
Yeah.
get on it. Let's
Yeah.
get our best guys on it.
Right. I know somebody that when the PT Cruiser was new, they were buying one, and there was a wait list.
Yeah, I know two people who bought them over sticker.
Yeah.
Insane.
I know somebody that sold the Ford Thunderbird Revival thing,
Uh-huh.
$20,000 over sticker. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so before I went into the military, I managed a coffee shop. And
Okay.
the owner of the coffee shop and, like, a guy who was a good friend of his who ended up working there sometimes, I guess. I don't remember what that whole deal was. They both bought PT Cruisers.
Was your coffee shop called Dry Cappuccinos and Drier Humor?
It was not. Fun
They
story.
They both bought PT Cruisers.
They both bought PT Cruisers. So
Okay.
I was... So
I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut off your fun story.
No,
Go,
that's fine.
go. Yeah.
But then one of our regulars also bought the Ford Thunderbird that came out.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Like right when it came out.
Right,
and was, like,
right.
super jazzed about it, and he let me drive it.
Okay.
And yeah, I remember the PT Cruiser thing, and I was talking to both of them. I was like, "So is it fast?" And
right.
they were like, "Oh no."
Actually, it's not.
And I was like, "But it's front wheel drive, right?" And they were like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Even then, I didn't get it. Fun story about that coffee shop.
Uh-huh.
Right towards the end, I was basically managing it completely.
Sure.
I was doing the purchasing and doing all that stuff, and I made like I had like a little like music fest for.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, there was like a courtyard, and so we had a little music festival there
Okay.
with a bunch of local bands,
Nice, Ian.
and had it kind of humming along. I went to the military, and the owner was like, "Well, I'm going to resume all the management activities and stuff." And then it was closed within a year. And it turned out that he hadn't been paying taxes on everyone's income.
No.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know your favorite restaurant whenever it closes?
Yeah.
Like just out of the blue? Taxes. Always.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. 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 Unless it was Alexander's on Virginia and Colorado Boulevard, then it was cocaine.
Oh, is that what is that what happened?
It's right across the street from Shotgun Willie's. You tell me what you think it was.
Okay then.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever eat there when it was open? You
Mm-mm.
might not have been in Denver. Oh, it was amazing Mexican food. And then one day, just shut down. Ghost restaurant.
It's amazing when that happens.
Right?
Like restaurants that are always packed.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
used to happen in Oklahoma City all the time. And I remember one time in particular, it was this like institution of a bar.
Okay.
Like this bar,
Okay.
and they had really great sandwiches and
Sure,
and
sure.
really great food, and they always had live music. Like I think like the Pixies played there in the 90s.
Oh, wow.
that sort
Okay.
of stuff.
Yeah.
And one day it was just shut, and it turned out
Whoa.
like he hadn't paid taxes in like 5 years.
Jesus, come on, people.
Right. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Well, get it together.
Yeah.
Don't put side pipes on your HHR.
Put side pipes on. Put side pipes on all the things, but also pay your taxes. I commend this individual.
Team ClearCoat agrees to disagree. I would be into it if it was one side pipe.
Right. Because you got to think one of them is functional,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Not both of them are functional.
Which one is going to burn your spouse?
Does it look like both of them are functional?
Yeah. I mean, look, it looks like it has some.
Is
Yeah.
that just dirt though?
No, I mean, like it looks like the exhaust has been heated and contracted, and
Do you think so?
know, yeah. I mean, metal doesn't just do that, you know,
Yeah.
just from sitting around. It gets hot, it cools. It gets hot, it cools. It gets hot, it cools.
Those are 4 cylinders though, right?
Yeah. So did they split the
They must
4-cylinder
have.
exhaust? That's got to sound weird.
I think awful is the word you're looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is Minnesota? Someone is going to have to tell us. Does Minnesota have inspection?
Yeah, I don't know. It
It must be.
Yeah,
a
Paul,
non-inspection
let us
state.
know. Yeah, if this thing passed inspection, or maybe it's just for show. If I was there at, I assume this is like a big box home improvement store that you're in front of here. I would go in
The
and
same
buy.
place they bought that grill.
You're exactly right. I would go in and buy one of those infrared thermometer thingies, and then take it out and point it at the exhaust to see if they're hot. I wouldn't touch them.
I agree.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah. So there's that. Team
Okay.
ClearCoat. Agree to disagree.
Dave, I have an FMK cars for you.
Do you?
I do.
I think they should put car eyelashes on this HHR. I would fall back into the light category.
Would you?
I would. I really would. For real.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eyelash all the HHRs.
You got right on that inside line. You're taking it this time.
I am keeping my foot in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yep. Not dive bombing that.
No.
Ian, what do you got for me, FMK cars? Cook me up a tasty plate of cars, Ian.
Geography themed cars.
Chef Ian.
No catch.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just cars that have geography names.
And you're going to take the high road and not punish me for giving you an ass.
I'm not. I'm giving you cool cars actually.
Okay. All right.
Ford Escort Mexico.
Okay. Oh, what the hell's that? Okay. Let's see.
It's the one you want.
Yeah. Ford Escort Mexico. Okay.
Yep.
Ford Escort Mexico.
There you go.
Let's see. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Of course. That's what you want. Blue or white with blue stripes. Yeah. The RS2000 Mark I Ford Escort.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Pretty.
So next,
Okay.
Ferrari California.
Oh, what year?
I'm gonna give you
Because you hate the new California.
no. The new California is cool. The
What?
turbo one, and it looks way better.
Okay.
I don't know which generation to give you.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the turbo one. I'm gonna give you the new one. The one that's supposed to be good.
Like this one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have swore you hated that thing.
The old one.
Okay.
The old
All
one
right.
was pretty ugly, I thought.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay.
And then the Alfa Romeo Montreal.
Oh, I love those.
Super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like those. I would
Me
like to
too.
own one someday.
They
Yeah.
are very expensive.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's gorgeous. Okay, so do I live in these countries and
I
cities?
thought about making you do that, but no.
No? Okay. All right.
Just straight up.
I think I'm going to kill the California.
Okay.
I'm going to marry the Alfa Romeo Montreal
Mm-hmm.
because a big coupe is what I like.
Yeah.
And then I am going to F the Ford Escort. And for a day, I'm making you be my co-driver, and I'm going to scare the shit out of you on a gravel rally course.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And then we're going to upload you pooing yourself
Yeah.
to YouTube.
I think you've chosen exactly correctly. That's exactly what I would do.
you would do? Yeah, you kill the California?
Yep.
Yeah. I do like that blue.
Yeah.
I saw a 612 Scaglietti
really?
at work in in front of one of the buildings. So much smaller when you get up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much smaller, but looks, God, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
My favorite ever sighting of one of those was when we were in Italy.
Oh, yeah?
We were in Rome,
Okay.
and there was this woman in a 612 sitting outside like a restaurant or something. I think she was like waiting for someone,
Okay.
and it had, like every other car in Rome, like scuff marks all over it from
Oh, really?
Rome traffic and just
Okay.
whatever. And she was just like super nonchalantly smoking a cigarette, looking like, a very nonchalant Italian person.
Okay.
And it was just the best. Like, I'm just here running errands in my Ferrari that I clearly do not give a shit about.
Okay. That was like the Toyota, the clapped out Toyota Venza or Subaru Forester
Yeah,
of somebody here in America.
absolutely.
Yeah.
This is
yeah.
my city runabout.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
V12 supercar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know. I really like it. I like that. Yeah.
It was the best.
The daily runabout. I have one more thing.
Okay.
My buddy Mark, we exchanged a couple of emails. Oh, we have two things. First is my buddy Mark. We exchanged a couple emails. He's the one that I drove his Honda CRZ,
Yes.
right?
That's right.
And really, really liked it.
Yep.
He still has his CRZ. Everything is going great. He
Okay.
loves it, right? He's going to have to emissions test it for the first time pretty soon here with some upgrades that he's made to it. He's done the Mugen air intake and I think exhaust maybe.
No, that should be fine.
Yeah,
though,
yeah, right? But he heard us talk about what the Honda CRV means.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the comfortable runabout vehicle?
Yes.
Do you know what CRZ stands
I
for?
have no idea.
Okay.
Is it a real acronym?
It is. There is an actual definition, and let me pull up a CRZ because I actually like the way they look. Yeah,
Okay.
CRZ. So the CRZ, look at that thing. The Honda CRZ stands for Compact Resistance Zero. Right? What? Yeah, that's what it actually means. Is Compact Resistance Zero. That it's like supposed to be super fuel efficient and aerodynamic and slippy.
Resistance zero. I see,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Compact Resistance Zero.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Comfortable runabout vehicle. CRV. Compact Resistance Zero.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you,
so
Mark,
strange.
because I did not know that. Yeah. Yeah. But I love the CRV. I think it's a cool car. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. Last thing we have is we have a Chris batch, Ian.
Oh, that's right.
We have a Chris batch. We cannot forget a Chris batch. Ian.
So this is my buddy Chris, who works someplace,
Yep.
somewhere at a car dealership.
Yep.
And he occasionally notices things that people leave in their cars
When they bring him in for service.
when they bring them in for service, and he takes his adorable selfies with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And this one in particular, one hitter in the cup holder.
Yeah.
We're not going to say where Chris is.
Right. But
I
it's
will
not
say
Colorado.
It's not a place where a one hitter would be legal.
Right. And I don't think you should even have a one hitter in your car if it is legal in your
Probably
state.
not.
Yeah.
Probably
yeah,
not. I'm
right?
not clear on that, but probably not.
Right.
But of course, it's a GTI.
Yep, yeah, and so that's I didn't recognize the plaid pattern, but these are GTI seats, so it's a Volkswagen GTI owner with a one hitter, and their work credentials in the cup holder. So, yeah. So thank you, Chris.
Don't zoom in on those.
Never ever stop sending us pictures.
I know it's the
ever.
best. I love it.
Ever. Yeah. Do we have anything in the chat? Let's look in the chat.
Lewis says hi.
Hello, Lewis. Yeah. All right.
But I think that's about it. I think we're ready to wrap it up.
Okay. All right.
I think we done did car show.
We done did car show. Yep. TeamClearCoat.com. Do that. Send us an email if you'd like. FMK Cars.
Send us a voicemail.
Send us a voicemail. 720-515-1391. The Team Clearcoat Automotive Crisis Line. Hand gestures, Ian.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you see something, complain about something.
That's good, Ian. That's good. I like that.
Thank you.
I like that.
Yeah.
So call us. Send a text to that number. Of the stuff that you see. More dad jokes on cars. Send those through.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Ike, just keep them coming.
Yep, exactly. Right? And I think that's it. Oh God, should I cue up the outro music? Or
you should
what?
Cue it up. It's
What's
happening. It's happening. We love you, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.